Rob Stone, the rapper behind one of the craziest moments in X's career, the time he got knocked out. Rob Stone, born January 25th, 1995 in San Diego, grew up surrounded by a lot of music. His pops loved music and always had some good music playing around bro he was growing up. And by the time he got out of high school, he was loving music. And his love for music was only getting stronger. And his life would change when he made the decision to go to college. He went to school in pretty much the music capital of the whole country, the city where most rappers that's big today came from, Atlanta. And you know what happened to people that love music when they go to Atlanta. He got down there, was probably surrounded by all these other upcoming rappers or established rappers, and it was only a matter of time before it started to influence. And that's exactly what happened. He started a rapping, creating a career, and eventually he made the move back home and ended up joining a rap group with some friends he knew for a minute. And off rip, they was grinding, recording in their rooms with the mic hanging down from the fan. But during the whole time he was out grinding with his bros, he would end up in a bad situation. He ended up getting arrested. But when they put him in that cop car, all he could think about was making some music. During that drive, he ended up coming with a song that would change his life. During this time period, most of the music he was making never released. He was just so focused on getting his sound right and making something that really sounded good before, you know what I mean, he went out and embarrassed himself. And when he came up with this song, he felt like it was right to drop. He felt like it was the one. And so he dropped his first official single, Chill Bill, on June 10, 2014. And at first, he ain't realized how big the song could be. And so for the next few months, the song was slowly going up, getting some buzz a little bit, until about June 2015, when he dropped the music video. This would be the moment the song blew up for real. It went viral just like many other songs I done spoke about. But this song was one you just couldn't escape. You heard it everywhere, and this was one of them songs you just knew. I know I keep saying it, but this is really a song you couldn't forget. I bet you if turn that song on right now, you gonna know the words. And right after blowing up, he ended up signing a contract with RCA. And in 2016, he dropped his first tape under RCA Records. And over this next year, he'd just be doing his thing, dropping some music, songs here and there, and everything was cool until about April 2017 came around. He was out doing what artists do, performing and just making money. And was at a venue when he was getting on stage to do his thing, but at the same time he was getting on stage, someone else wanted the stage too. They hopped on stage and tried to take over. When he couldn't get on the mic, he started getting mad and was on bad time. Basically was showing he wasn't getting off stage. And when that happened, security had to come step in. As you can see in the clip, Ski Mask the Slump got on stage getting mad, escorted off by security. Nobody even knew what this little situation was gonna start. Right after this popped up online, Ski Mask's right-hand man had something to say. X got on Twitter and was talking crazy. Let them know whoever that is getting effed in their mouth when I go on tour for putting they peasant hands on my brother. Rob seen this and just responded back with 4 words. I'm not Drake. And for the ones who don't get that tweet, let me give you some backstory. Basically, back when X was first blowing up and the world was loving Look At Me, Drake pretty much stole the whole Look At Me sound on a song. Like, you can't say Drake ate by X. After this video, look it up and listen to the 2 songs, KMT and Look At Me. But when X found out, he was going crazy on Drake. Was talking about his mama, everything. But back to X and Rob. After Rob responded to the X tweet, Ski Mask had something to say. At Young Rob Stone, is there a problem though? Cause you can see how your quote unquote team tried me. We could tell the fans all the details. And the next day, Ski Mask the Slump guy got jumped. But this wasn't no regular jump. Ski got on stage, and when he did, in the middle of him performing, some men ran up on him. He ended up falling into the crowd. But him thinking fast, he just ran backstage. And when he got back there, the beating wasn't over. Rob Stone had a mob of people come run down on Ski and they jumped. But I say this wasn't no regular jumping because they had ski pants all the way down. Really think about this. 10 niggas surrounding a man on the ground in his underwear? Like, come on, bro. What is y'all doing? After it happened though, X had something to say.
How the f you jumping 30 and don't kill that boy?
And being honest, he do got a point. How 10 of y'all jump one man? He ain't knocked out, he ain't hurt. What? Like, come on, bro, what is y'all doing? But a day after this, they took it to the media and explained both their sides of the story. Stone said the only reason Ski got jumped was because he messed up a little too many times. He said he gave Ski 3 strikes. First strike was back before the situation where Ski even got pulled off stage happy. They was both performing in Seattle, and Rob said, quote unquote, first show, he ran out on my set in Seattle doing my 3rd song and started trying to shake hands with the fans in the middle of my song, pretending to turn up with me. It wasn't no genuine turn up. It was ruining my spot. So that was the first strike, and I told him, don't do that. If you're gonna run on my set, come on, Chill Bill at the end. So he's like, alright, cool. and it was straight. Then he said strike 2 was at the San Diego show. Said Ski showed up 30 minutes late to his own set, so all the other times got messed up. And in Rob words, his set time 8:30 p.m. Mine 9 p.m. And acting like he not gonna show up, all this weird stuff, so they pushed the set times back. They pushed mine to 9:30. He was supposed to go on at 9, and he don't show up till 9:25. So when it's time for me to hit the stage, my DJ on stage opening up my set, and Ski trying to run on stage and take the mic from my DJ. My DJ ain't giving him mic, so he gonna stand in the middle of the stage with his arms folded, wanna act tough on my security. And after that show, he allegedly pressed Ski Mask backstage. Then he finally got to the night where Ski got jumped. Ski shows up for a set early and runs straight to the stage like a hoe. He don't come in, check in, holler, none of that. I wasn't even trying to run on stage and do bro like that. I was supposed to get it bro behind the scenes. Rob said he beat Ski from the stage to the street, but Ski has something different to say. Ski said to start the tour, agency was trying to get Rob through off the tour just because they seen how the crowd really wasn't messing with Rob during none of the shows. Ski said statistically, I shouldn't even perform before him. Looking at the numbers, I shouldn't have to perform before him because it don't make sense. My numbers way higher than his in general. Then performance wise, he don't do good in general, and performance, none of that. So they were trying to get him throughout the tour, and he was angry, but said Rob couldn't get kicked off the tour because it would be a breach of contract, and the venue would have to pay out $75,000 if they cut Rob off. But Ski explained why he got on stage to begin with. Pretty much, Ski was getting into it with a tour manager, and the tour manager was talking hot. He was trying to make Ski perform without paying him. And when Ski said something, he told Ski, all right, well, I guess you not gonna perform and you not gonna get paid. And Ski was like, what? Now I'm not going on that stage. But the manager was being petty. He was like, oh, you not gonna perform, man? You can't tell your fans you ain't gonna perform. So at this point, he was trying to make people think Ski never showed up. And in reality, was trying to turn Ski Mask fans against. And after that, that's when he got on stage. Ski said nobody was performing yet and that they were just playing some random music. And in Ski words, I asked Rod Stone homeboy if I could please get the mic from him real quick and I'd give it back. Bro said no. So I'm staring at him. Then it's people that wasn't even security. They just his people came trying to escort me off stage. Then when the real security came, Rod Stone boy came with him and he allegedly grabbed Ski arm, and Ski ain't like that. Ski was basically thinking, you ain't even real security. What is you doing? Why is you touching me? Then later on, when they got to arguing on Twitter, Ski said Rob DM'd him trying to be all friendly and saying he don't want no beef with Ski and that X need to chill out with all that talking crazy. But when it came time to when Ski got jumped, he really just reaccounted everything the way it happened. He said it was like 10 people trying to jump him. But something I didn't speak on was when they was jumping, bro, they pulled out a knife. And one of his boys that was getting jumped with him ended up getting stabbed in the mouth. Really think about it. They tried to kill Ski Mask because he got on stage and some tweets on Twitter. But at the end of the day, Ski Mask felt like he got set up by the venue. Cause think about it, he was already arguing with the manager. And the only reason he came to this show in the first place was because he ain't want people thinking he was soft. But Ski was like, look, I'm trying to perform for my fans anyway. Then on top of that, when Ski got to the venue ain't want to get wristbands for his homeboys to get in. But when Rod came in with like 30 people, they gave him all wristbands, no problem. For a few weeks, it was silent. It was time for Rolling Loud, and Ski and Rod was both posed to perform. But since they was arguing, Rolling Loud had to pick one, and they picked Ski Mask. They gave Rob spot to Ski Mask, the slump guy. And this had Rob mad. He went on Twitter talking crazy. He was basically saying the promoters was just friends with X and Ski. But May 7th is where everything went down. X was on the 6th day of his revenge tour, and it happened to have been in San Diego. And remember what I said about San Diego. That was Rob's hometown.
I ain't got time for this game. You niggas keep talking on the internet. I just told you, boy, I done beat your homeboy up last night in Cali. And I'll be out Rolling Loud, little nigga. Don't you dare come to San Diego, boy.
And so, time coming for X to perform, and people were saying they don't think it's a good idea for him to perform down there based off everything that done happened with Ski. But he shrugged it off and wanted to do what he loved. X got on stage, and in the middle of him performing, someone somehow got past security and knocked him out. And literally, the second X got knocked out, the whole crowd started screaming F Rob Stone. And later on that night, when he woke back up, he felt like the venue set him up. And I do believe he was in Rob's city. Him and Rob been beefing for months at this point. Ain't no surprise he think that. But after it happened, X got on the media talking how he always did.
Listen, I'm still in Cali. I want all the smoke. Come to my show. I mean, your motherfucking steak. I want all the pressure. Come knock me the out. Again, let's have a repeat. All right? For anybody asking me how I feel, though, I feel straight. In the end of the day, this is a life I live. Finally caught me lacking, and it was about time. I was, what, 5-0?
And after this, Rob ain't really go back and forth with X and Ski, and everything was quiet until X had passed away. When X passed, Rob posted a tribute to him, a real long caption, basically showing his respect, and shared a phone call they had after the whole situation.
I understand why everything went the way it went, and I understand that it didn't excel to a point that it didn't have to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I just wanted to let you know, bro. I don't got no smoke with you. We can make money together. But just give it time. You know what I'm saying? We could link, we could talk, we could chop it up. I'm in LA right now, so if you ever want to talk, let me know, and we'll chop it up.
Yeah, 100, bro. I'm out in New York, but I'll be back soon, so I'm be in contact, bro, because, you know what I mean, like I said, it's too much money out here to get.
To be made. Just know this is my number, though. This is my personal cell, so you can actually text me. We're going to chop it up.
All right, 100.
All right, brother. Love.
Love.
Today, Rob still dropped music and just doing his thing, doing some performances here and there and just making his money, doing a lot better than the artist from our last video, FM, the AI rapper who destroyed his career by making bad decisions every step of the way. And that video is right here.